Guys, we got a super exciting one for you today. I know there's a lot of construction noise going on, so I'm gonna keep this short, but today we're gonna showcase you two of these townhome projects here in the city of Langley. And what's special about the ones that we're gonna take you through today is number one, the first project we're taking you through, these are built by award-winning developer and they do amazing projects here in the Fraser Valley. So we're gonna take you through that. And then we're gonna move on to another award-winning project, and that one has won an award recently in all of Greater Vancouver that we're gonna cover for you. And of course at the end we're gonna go through all the prices, but make sure you stick around for that because there's a lot to share with the current incentives and promotions that both these projects have going on that could save you literally tens and thousands of dollars. I'm excited for this one, so without further ado, let's get inside and check these out. All right guys, so as you can see, there's still construction going on right there, but we're gonna step into this unit right now and take you through one of these show homes of the first project that we're looking at. So this unit right here, this is their 3-bed and den with 2.5 bath, and the square feet in here is around 1,377. Down here in the entrance level, you can see their den area in there, and then of course, right when you walk in, you have your closet. That actually leads to your garage, but right now it is their sales office, so we're gonna leave them alone. But let's go upstairs and check out the rest of the home. Right now you're seeing on the ground is carpet, but a lot of their units, they're actually giving full laminate upgrade right now for free. And like we said, they have some great incentives with their pricing right now that we're gonna get into with their whole promotion. But first, this is the powder room, pretty standard in there. And then as we enter, you'll see the whole main level here. Let's start off at the kitchen. Right away, they have this beautiful island, and this is their darker color scheme. So when you're in here, it feels warm and cozy. And because this is a corner unit, you do get windows on the side and the front and back, as opposed to having a shared wall on both ends. And this island, you know, this is a good size. We continue going on the kitchen. You'll see they have the gas stove, nice cabinets. And if we just take a look at this counter space and this kitchen in general, it's very simplistic. They don't do too much. They use simple colors, but everything is very nice on the eye. You're not going to see anything too crazy, too fancy. This they're still working on, but eventually this will be a bit of a grass area where you can relax and maybe just take your dog out if they need to walk around real quick. And they're working on all those other units. They have different floor plans in here, and we'll get into all that. But right now, let's focus first on this tour. Here you have your balcony, and this one is probably one of their smaller balconies. On the back ends, the units over there with the green belt on the back of it, they have a huge patio on those ones. This one is a nice cute one for you to just come outside. You can enjoy a bit of fresh air. You know, you have a good space here in your main level. Even though it's not the largest of units, it's less than 1,400 square feet, they maximize the space. So you do feel like it's a spacious unit, even though you're not living in that huge of a unit itself. Plenty of space to put in a formal dining table there. Again, good windows. Now let's get into the living room. I absolutely love those built-in cabinets with the LED lights. Gives it a very nice, warm feel to this home. And that's a great setup. You know, a lot of people, they work from home now. They want a bit of a space to do their work without sacrificing an entire room, and this is the perfect spot for that. Tucked in there nicely, you're not taking up too much space. Now going up to the upper level, I just want to point out, like we said, the developers for this project, Zentera, they are an award-winning, they've won so many awards, and they predominantly do projects, whether it's condos or townhomes in the Fraser Valley, so Langley and Surrey, and they're consistently putting out very good projects. And this one, funny enough, this is their townhouse project, but right beside this project is actually their condo project that we're gonna show you. But first, this is the primary bedroom. Very nice frame. I would totally love to set it up like this myself. And you have a walk-in closet here. It's not a massive one, but very in alignment to the square footage you're getting in this home. Perfect for young couples. You know, it's not too much space where you have to take a lot of time actually managing it, but it's still plenty enough for you to enjoy a lot of your personal and own space compared to a condo. And in here in the primary bathroom, you have your glass shower, double sink, sticking again with a bit of the darker color tone. And let me show you here the condos that they're building over there. They have multi-phase, multiple buildings, and that's a big project. And you can see it's Zentera on the other side, and of course this one as well. So like I said, there are a lot of new projects coming out in this area, in this Willoughby area, including this one, the condos, and a bunch of other townhomes, duplexes, single family homes, and other condos. So if you're interested in any of these units, you're looking for a home in this Langley area or in any other area, make sure you reach out to me. I'm going to leave all my contact information right down there on the screen, as well as down in the description. So don't hesitate to reach out, and we would love to help you find your home. Now, continuing on with this tour, let's get to the other parts of this unit. Here you have your 2 other rooms in this top floor, and this is a nice room that's facing the back, so you get a lot of peace and quiet here. Right now, of course, there's construction, but that's all gonna end pretty soon. A lot of these units are going to be completing sometime this summer. And just wait, if you like the floor plan, the design, the unit in entirety of this townhome, just wait until you look at the next one. That one is a different product. It's an award-winning one, like we said, and it's absolutely spectacular. So make sure you stick around a little bit longer for that. We're finishing off the tour here shortly. This is the last bedroom that we're showcasing up here in the top floor. So last thing we're gonna show you is, of course, you have your shared bathroom up here with a bathtub. This unit overall just, it has a great touch, feels good, smells good. And we were talking when we got here, but you have side-by-side laundry, which for a unit of this size, sometimes it's hard to find. You get more of the stacked laundry in these type of smaller townhomes. We're gonna be walking out here in just a second. I'll show you that main floor one last time, but then we're gonna move on and showcase you that other townhouse project that we were talking about. But here you get one last look of this main level, beautiful home. Now let's go on to the next one. All right, guys, like we said, we're gonna get to the prices of all of these in just a second, but here we're at the second project that we're going to look at, and this one is a special one. They just won an award that I'm going to get into, but these are row homes and duplexes down there. We're gonna get into the details of this project in a second, but first here you can take a look at the exterior, and of course we're gonna walk in and show you everything about this home. So let's do it right now. So the unit that we're entering right now, this is a 4-bed plus flex and 3.5 bath unit. It has around 2,250 square feet in its interior, and right away, as you can see when we walk in the door, you don't have anything disrupting your view. You walk right into a completely open main level here. And this is a very spacious living room area. And of course, just like the other project, they're situated right next to each other. This is a family friendly, it's a quiet neighborhood. You have a lot of new projects coming out in this area, but like we said, this one did just win an award, which we will title at the end here and get into the prices. But first, just enjoy this home. And I think a big part of their award winning is going to be the fact that you have one of the most beautiful kitchens. If you look at this, you have a huge island, super spacious, water falling down. It's beautiful. And then this L-shaped kitchen is one of the longest ones I've ever seen. It wraps all the way around almost to that door, which leads you to your little bit of a backyard. But let's take a look here. Everything blends in. Of course, you have your fridge over here. And also, before I forget to mention, there are a ton of different upgrades that you can add on. For example, you can add a kitchen to that lower level, the basement that we're going to walk you through. And a lot of people are looking for that rental suite to help with their mortgage, and this allows you to do that. Now here you have your gas stove, and beyond that, there's just so much cabinet space, both lower and upper. I'll open these up so you can see. And I really like the whole color scheme of this home. You have the white backsplash, white counter here, and then the wood matches with the laminate flooring that they put in all throughout the house. Originally, they had carpet on some of these, but they decided to just put laminate on all the floors. Here you can see how much space you have on this L-shaped kitchen. You have a sink right in front of this huge window. This unit is on their lower altitude, so the ones that are coming later on will be up there. So this one, your backyard goes a little down. The ones up there will not be like this. So it's just up to you. Some people like more private. Some people like to be more out and about in the open. And also, before I take you outside, just check out how much space you have here for your drawers as well. There's your microwave, and all throughout, you got some stuff here, down here, and not just on this side, but on this side as well. This is a little secret spot for this. You can see you can store more stuff down here. So don't worry about having not enough space. to hide all your stuff, because you can see you got storage going all around in every crevice that you can think of. But now let's take a look here. You have a closet here. That's a nice location. You know, when you come in from the outside, you want to take some jackets off, you can store it in here. And this is your powder room. Very spacious one. The white counters here are beautiful. Now let's go outside and check out this backyard. You have a nice space here. You can set up a barbecue. You have some seating, and this actually leads down to the basement, which if you did turn it into suite, this is a separate entrance for whoever is living down there. And if you go up there, that leads to your parking. Now, a few things to point out. This is obviously staged, and right here you have a little wet bar. You can put in some drinks, store some stuff, but this actually is going to be a closet. If you want this upgrade, you don't have to put it in this location. If you want to, you can put it over there, which might make more sense because a lot of people will probably want a closet here that's close to the entrance. And as well, the TV over here, the setup that they have, this is an upgrade as well. If you would like to include this so everything matches with the color scheme, what they've designed, then you can definitely do that as well. So we're gonna take a look at the upper level now, but make sure you stick around for the basement, because I'm gonna outline to you where and how you can upgrade that to be an in-law suite so that you can turn that to help you with your rental and provide some income through that. But first off, when we get upstairs, I just want to point a few things out. Number one, look at this space. A lot of times when you walk up in these type of townhomes, it's more of a narrow hallway. This one is not a hallway. This is a complete space, and you do have your side-by-side laundry, somewhere for you to fold some clothes, to hang some shirts, put your detergent, but also just have space to move around and to do stuff. If you're in a hallway, and especially once these doors are put in, when you open it, it might take up the whole hallway. That's definitely not going to be the case here. This is a big space that you won't have to worry about bumping shoulders and all that. And then to your right here, they put in a bit of a study area. You can set up your laptop. Maybe if you have kids, they want to do homework. This is in a way a flex area, but not an actual room. So they really take advantage of this little space that's pushed inwards. And then right here, if we open this up, you have more closet space. You can put your towels here, perfectly situated right across from the laundry. And this is bathroom number one up here. You have a tub, of course. Very standard bathroom, but again, very good size. And here you'll see two of the bedrooms. Let's go to this one first. And I do like the fact that they have this wall punched back. So if you want to, you can maybe put a little chair here. You can set it up so you can sit by the window, read your book. And here, let me give you a bit of a view of the outside. There you have more townhomes, and the one that we just took you through, that is actually just right there behind that. So here's a look at this first room, first bedroom. Now let's get on to the second one. Pretty similar, just flipped on the other side. And this one has a little bit of, I don't even know if you can consider this walk-in, but it is deeper of a closet than that last one. A little more narrow, but deeper. So space-wise, probably roughly the same. And still they have that wall punch back there, so you do have that area to put in a chair if you want. Now entering the master primary bedroom, it's really beautiful. I love the light fixtures that they have. Of course, that's probably not included. But anyways, you have your good private space here, overlooking the backyard. So you're not gonna have any noise coming from this side, and honestly neither from the other side, because this is an inside road. You're not gonna be facing busy streets or anything like that. You have a big walk-in closet here. It's a good thing about having all this space. You don't have to sacrifice any areas to cut some space out. You have a big closet, and then of course your ensuite. You have double sink. Again, I love the colors, these lights. And then you have a glass standing shower. There it is on the upper level. Let's take a walk down, and I'm gonna show you the basement, and of course, like I said, outline to you what upgrades you can do with especially the kitchen, so that you can make it an in-law suite. That way it can help with the mortgage. You know, the bank can check that mark saying there's a kitchen down here. So as we walk through here, to the right, you have another bedroom. You can turn this, into what you want. If you are renting it out, of course, this will stay a bedroom. Otherwise, you can turn this into a bit of your gym or like a yoga studio like they've set up here. This is your bathroom down here, full size, big size bathroom with a tub. And then this is your whole lower level living area. So to your left here, you have a big storage space. If you have some things you want to store away, this is more than just a closet. This is a full-on storage space. You can definitely put quite a few things in there. Here, I like the way they set it up. This would be where, you can set up your couch, TV, and if you want a formal dining area, of course, you can put that right there. And earlier on from the backyard, when you saw the stairs going down, this is where it leads into. So if you take the stairs down, you can take this door in. And if you live down here, you don't want to disturb the people on top, you can definitely do that. No one will even know you've come in. And so as we were saying, how this upgrade would work if you want to install a kitchen would be the fridge would go in somewhere on the right here, and this would actually wrap around, turn into an L-shaped kitchen, and then you would have your stove, hood fan, all that stuff going on right there too. And they can install this for you, or it's already roughed in. So if you want to do that on your own, that's totally up to you as well. So there it is, guys. We're definitely going to get into all the pricing now, as well as reveal what it is, the award that they won. I'll give you one last look at this main level. Just take a look at an award-winning space right there. Hope you enjoyed that. We're gonna jump to the pricing right now. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour of both of those beautiful homes. And of course, we're going to get into the award, the pricing, and the incentives that these projects are offering right now. So for the first project that we looked at, specifically the unit that we took you through, that one has a starting price of right at $930,000. They have different units in that project as well, with their largest being a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, and those ones have a starting price of $940,000. And the thing with this project, because of their recent launch, they're offering a limited time incentive with GST included. So that is a 5% saving right there, and that could be huge for something of this price point. Now, if you're looking for a home that's similar to something that we took you through today, whether it's the first project, the second project, or maybe you like those homes, but you want to be in a different area, maybe in the Tri-Cities or Burnaby, for example, feel free to reach out to me. I will have all my information up here as well as down in the description. I would love to be able to be a resource for you, to provide you and let you know of all the different incentives and promotions and opportunities that are out there right now so that you don't miss anything. So go ahead and reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation. Now, the next project, the one that we just took you through, like we said, they won an award very recently, and the award reveal is they won the Haven Award for the best townhome, row home that's greater than 1,500 square feet in all of Greater Vancouver. So what a title that is. And for those of you that don't know, that is the Home Builder Association of Vancouver. So that is a notable award to win. And they also won the best kitchen for a multifamily home. And I'm sure you guys can understand why by the size and the look and the feel of that kitchen. So now getting onto the prices, the unit that you just saw, those ones have a starting price point of $1,239,000, and that is actually one of the row home units. They have a bunch of duplexes that's also in the works right now, and the duplexes, which are pretty similar in layout, just the fact that you're not going to be sharing a wall except for the other duplex unit, that one has a starting price of $1,329,000. And the promotion on this is actually right in their price point. This happened very recently, and they've been selling quite a few units since then, but they reduced their price $50,000 on all of their units. So that is their promotion, a direct reduce in their price. And like we covered in the video, there are a bunch of upgrades, different ones that you can have the opportunity to take advantage of if it's something that you're interested in. But again, if you have questions about any of these, feel free to reach out. And make sure, if you want to check out any of the other townhome tours that I've done, I will put it somewhere up here. So go ahead and watch those if you're interested in that. And once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.